Welcome to Courageously Unbothered with Sonia McDonald, the podcast for those who are ready to shatter limits, take up space, and own their impact. Sonia brings boldness, courage, and a whole lot of sass to every episode, inspiring listeners to stop playing small and start showing the world who's boss. This isn't your typical self-help show. This is where unstoppable magic happens. Get ready to rise up and be
Welcome to Courageously Unbothered, where fear takes the back seat and big dreams take the wheel. I'm Sonia McDonald. I'm your cheerleader, coach, mentor, advisor, courage crusader. I'm also a mum, CEO, keynote speaker, author. I have all these different hats that are really scary. And I love fear. And all of them are wonderful dreams. And I never expected to where I am today, because I dreamed big. And today I want to dive into something that is one of the biggest dream killers out there, and that's fear. Specifically, right? The kind of fear that keeps you stuck in your head, overthinking every little move and convincing yourself you're not ready. Okay. Can I give you a spoiler? I've always got these little spoilers. You're never going to feel ready. You know, you never will. You never feel ready to start your own business, to get on stage and speak, to put pen to paper, to write a book, to decide to have a baby, decide to whatever choices you have. You're never ever going to be ready. The thing is, right, I want you to fuck the fear. And yeah, I do swear, because you need to just say, fuck it. You've only got this one life, and I don't want to live a life of regrets. And look, I'm not saying I don't have regrets. I absolutely do. And a lot of them were due to the fact that I let fear take over. I let fear take control of my life when I knew I had a choice. So because your big dreams don't actually need you overthinking, they need your action. And we'll talk about how to stop doubting yourself, start chasing those audacious goals, and build the life that you've been too scared to admit you really want. So you ready? Because we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And look, I know there's a lot to this, but we're going to do it because fear is a liar. Liar, pants on fire. Now, first things first, like, we know fear is a liar. And it tells you that you're not good enough. And I've been there. You're not smart enough. I've definitely been there. You're not ready enough. I absolutely have been there. But here's the truth, right? And I don't know if you've been there. I'm sure you're listening to this going, yep, I'm either in this space currently or I've been there. Fear is just your brain trying to protect you from discomfort. It's a survival mechanism, not a reality check. And if you let it run the show, it'll keep you small forever. Now, think about Oprah Winfrey. And there's so many examples. There's so many amazing examples. Lots, that I follow, I know of, that, embrace the fear and they just went, fuck it. Like, they just went, fuck the fear. If you think about her, right, Oprah, she was fired from her first TV job and told that she didn't have what it takes. And I remember I've been fired in a job before as well, and it fueled me. Now, imagine if she'd let that fear of failure stop her. The world wouldn't have one of the most iconic leaders. Fear lied to her just like it lies to you. And I remember when I got fired, and I thought, oh my gosh, and I remember walking across the city, and my mum and dad rang me, and they said, oh my gosh, like, what are you going to do now? And all this. I said, I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. I was really scared. And I was really glad I got fired because I really didn't like this company. But they did me a favour. And you know what? It got me to where I am today. So, I used to let fear paralyze me. Every time I had a big idea, my brain would go into overdrive. What if it fails? What will people think? What if I'm not good enough? And you know what? The only thing worse than trying and failing is never trying at all. Right? So that moment, or the moment I decided to act despite the fear, everything absolutely changed. So I think there's a cost to overthinking. And I have so many people in my life and that I work with and coach. And even when I get off stage and I talk about courage and fear and the brain, and I have so many people talk to me about fear and overthinking, right? Because it's really costing you, and trust me, it is like super expensive. So it's really, really trusting you. And I'm telling you where it's trusting you, where it's costing you, right? Trust me, because it is. It's costing you. And I'm going to share with you why and where it is. Time. If you spend hours and days and even years analysing every little detail, life's just passing you by, right? So it's costing you time. That's number one. Number two is opportunities. While you're busy weighing the pros and cons, someone else is out there taking action and getting results. So true. You know, I've had so many ideas in my career and in my kind of over now, gosh, I hate to admit it, 33 years that I've been in a career, even though I don't look at it, just FYI. So many ideas in innovations. And then I see other people doing the newsletter. I'm like, oh, I thought of that idea, or I wanted to do that. So it's costing you time. Opportunities, number two. Number three, confidence. Okay. Overthinking feeds fear and starves confidence. The more you analyze, the more you convince yourself you're not ready. So time, opportunities, and confidence. I'd love to know if they're costing you any of those things. So please let us know if it is, because if it is, these are really, really precious resources. Okay, so you know me, how to act and what to do despite fear. Okay, I want to get into the good stuff now and how to stop overthinking and to start acting, because your dreams aren't going to wait for you to feel ready. I can tell you right now. So you have got dreams and goals, go out there and just do it. Embrace imperfection. Nothing. What is perfection? What is perfect? So subjective. You know, done is better than perfect. Take messy action. Okay, so take messy action and figure it out as you go. So that's number one, embrace imperfection. Number two, break it down. So big dreams can actually feel really overwhelming, because if you're looking at the whole staircase, focus on the first step and go from there. So I remember when years and years, like, oh my gosh, I've had Leadership HQ now for 17 years. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember when I launched it, it was like yesterday. But I remember leading up to wanting to start the business, and I thought about it for a year. Talk about overthinking. However, it gave me time. And the thing is, even though I was thinking about it, I was putting lots of things into action, and I had a flip chart all over my home office. And I started to write down little ideas and what I could put into action and little insights. I broke it down. I broke this big thing down, Leadership HQ, the company, and thought, okay, let me take a step back. Where do I start? Where's the first step to this massive staircase, right? Number three was actually as well, you need to, and I did it, reframe failure. I kept saying, what happens if it fails? What happens if it fails? I just reframed it. You know, I knew it wasn't the end if I did fail. It was just going to be feedback for anything that I decided and I failed heaps of times. Heaps. I've lost count how many times. But the thing is, every stumble teaches you something you didn't know before. So I think it's really important that you use it, right? So if you do step back on the staircase, just use it as a way to go, okay, it'll help me get faster up the stairs. It'll help me take a step back and go, what do I need to do differently? What do I need to take a different staircase or whatever? Use it as an absolute learning. Number four is borrow confidence. If you can't believe in yourself, borrow belief from someone who does. Surround yourself with people who see your potential. Like, that's why your tribe's really important. That's why getting a coach and a mentor is really important. So when I started Leadership HQ, and particularly when I started even my speaking career and writing books and all these things, I just spoke to people. I got coaches, I got mentors. It's so important. I've got people around me that believed in me. So I had friends come to events with me and help sell books. And, you know, like, I had the most amazing people around me that really wanted to see me be a success. And I was like so blessed. So number one is embrace imperfection. I love it because my imperfections make me perfect. Break it down. Absolutely break it down. Focus on what is amazing about you and think about how you can reframe failure. So I'm a great believer in attention goes, energy flows. So if I kept thinking that everything I was doing, all my failures were evidence that I wasn't good enough, I was like, no, it's actually, I am good enough. And this is what makes me rock. And these are the strengths and the talents I have. But these different things that are happening are actually just feedback. And this is just lessons. So always remember how awesome you are, that you're actually doing this stuff. You're putting yourself out there. Okay, you're being courageous. And finally, borrow confidence. You know, go to the library and go, I want to borrow this friend or this mentor or this coach, this book. There's so many great confidence books. I know I keep mentioning my books and I will keep mentioning them, but my Just Rocket one is an amazing one. But I do talk about failure in all my other books as well, like Leadership Attitude and First Comes Courage. So borrow confidence. Absolutely get a coach. Okay, this is why I love coaching people. This is why I have a coach. Okay, so here's a bit of a reminder, right? Failure doesn't have to disappear. It just has to stop driving the car. So take action, even if it's messy, imperfect, scary, okay? You're scaredy cats and you're like, where do I start? Like, take a big breath and all you need to do is step forward, okay? Take control of the steering wheel, put it into drive and just go, where do I want to go, right? Where do I want to go? And some roads are going to be bumpy. Some roads are going to take you on different directions. Some roads are going to be really smooth. Some roads you won't decide to go down. It's just the journey, but at least it's your journey. And then you'll look back on it and go, you know what? I fucked the fear. And I'm really proud of that. Okay? Because your dreams are worth it. Your dreams, your goals, everything's worth it. And so are you. So this week, I really challenge you to take one bold step towards a goal you've been overthinking. Start the project, send the email, say yes to the opportunity that scares you. And remember, the only wrong move is not making one at all. If this episode inspires you and has inspired you to stop overthinking and to start doing, share it with someone who needs to have the same kick in the pants. Right. And believe you me, like even after 17 years, I still get a kick in the pants as well from my friends and my coach and my mentor. Because sometimes I still feel the fear, but I just go, you know what, I've got this. Just give them a kick in the pants. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, tag me on social media. I want to see those bold moves in action, right? I want to see those moves. Come on. All right. Until next time, remember to stay brave, stay bold, fuck the fear. And it's time to chase those big dreams. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm really honored to have you as part of the Courageously Unbothered journey. And I am just loving and will continue to inspire and motivate and guide you to be your best self and also to embrace your inner greatness. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Courageously Unbothered with Sonia McDonald. If this episode has left you fired up, make sure to subscribe, leave a glowing review, and share it with others who are ready to shake things up. Sonia's mission is to spark fearless action and unstoppable confidence. And this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep breaking barriers, owning your magic, and staying unapologetically you.